skills on the platform. What's up, YouTube? Back with another one. uh, Today I was moved to get on here and talk with you guys. Um, what I want to talk about today is, well, excuse me, what I'm actually being guided to talk about is, are we human beings or are we animals? Now, I've heard over the years people say that we are animals. We're just like animals. Think that's been an excuse for people to act like savages. But there's a big difference between an animal and a human being. An animal and a human being. We all have souls. We all have brains to think to a certain degree. But the difference between a human being and an animal is we have a mind. We are above the animals. We're at the top of the food chain. That's why we can strategize plans to capture animals. That's why any animal that's in the wild is in a zoo somewhere. Whether they grew up there at one point in time, they were captured to be put in these places to be able to procreate and have offspring who actually grew up in these type of environments. So they've been trained. But what is this world coming to where you have human beings acting like they don't have a mind to think? I'm gonna slow cook this one today. I'm gonna put that thing in one of them slow burners. We're gonna really break this down today. Why are people acting like animals and not human beings with a mind to make a decision? Not just any decision, make a decision that's going to put you and others around you in a position to ensure it come up. What's with all this trying to deceive people, trying to throw the wool over people's eyes, acting like animals? We can even take it sexually. People just run around and just having sex anywhere, doing anything. Isn't sex supposed to be something sacred? Yeah, it's supposed to be something sacred. It's supposed to be something that's takes place between two people who understand what they're doing, and the purpose of it is to procreate. If you're just running around here just, jumping on anything or sticking your thing in anything, what are you doing? The feeling that you get from that is fleeting. It's just for a moment. But then people just out here just they have to continue on to be able to consistently feel this, get this feeling on a consistent basis. That's an addict. That's an addict. Someone that's considered addicted to something, whether it's drugs, whatever. We're supposed to have control of ourselves and our environment. That's why we were placed above the animals of the land. So just that basic concept of an animal and a human being, meaning we automatically should be making better decisions. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you don't know something, then you seek out people who know what you're looking to get accomplished. Even if you have to pay the person to be able to get something that you can't get access to, then so be it. I mean, we run around here spending money on foolishness and you still ain't got nothing done. So called money. But spending spending funds and finances on things and you haven't got anywhere in your lifetime. Doesn't that scare you to be able to not provide for yourself, the basics of life, to the point where you have to go steal, kill, and destroy others to be able to get what you want? That's savage. That's animalistic. We have a mind. We have a mind to create. We're made in the image and likeness of the creator. People running around here like it's a third world country. Might as well be the way people are acting these days. There people in third world countries probably live better than people over here. At least they got access to land where they can actually grow some fresh food to eat. People around here stuck on going to the supermarket. If the supermarket shut down, what you gonna eat? How you gonna feed yourself? Have you considered something simple as that? People worry about getting a husband, getting a wife, and you ain't even got basics covered. You shouldn't even be out here having sex if you ain't got your basics covered. You have no business sleeping with men and women and you don't have basics covered. You don't even have a right to. Now people gonna probably say, "Oh, who you think he is? We ain't got no right to." Then you're just simple as animals out here just doing it just because. At least them animals have a plan. What's your plan? You at least have should have a plan in place. Thus, your basics covered. People not even using their minds to cover simple stuff. Like, what's your backup plan if you know you can't get access to the way of living that we live today? You know, people in America, this supposed to be the land of the free, the land of the home of the brave. But you're not free. Most of us here in America are not free. There are people out here who got their stuff in order. They ready for a rainy day. Are you? I know I am. You should have at least, like me personally, I just feel like you should have at least a year supply of food stashed up, just in case if the supermarket shut down. I know with that year's time, that gives me time to be able to till the land and grow some fruits and vegetables until my supply runs out. Basics covered. That's basic. People worrying about traveling and you can't even, you don't even know what you're going to eat next week. Like you don't even have some type of nest egg to the side to be able to cover your expenses. People live in paycheck to paycheck. They live in week to week. What if you go to work and you try to walk into the business and the doors are locked and everything's gone, all the furniture's gone. Companies skip town all the time. Then what? Oh, they need to give me my check. That ain't worried about giving you their check, your check. Nah, they done skipped town. That company, they gone. They done probably changed their name months ago and got a new location where they operating their business at. But you didn't know. You got to think ahead. You got to think ahead. You can't live day by day. You can't be living for the moment. Like, what benefit is it going to be for me to just, or just anyone for that matter, to run around and just jumping in bed with anything? I could all day, every day, no questions. But why? I'm going to spread myself thin for what? The whole purpose of procreation is to have children. The whole purpose of sex is to have children. Like, if you're not thinking about having children, why are you having sex? For a feeling, which lasts for a moment? But there's some things that I understand as to why people are just doing things that doesn't make any sense. It has to do a lot with numerology, astrology, and the day someone was born and they came into this earth realm based on people's charts. Some people were just brought in when they came into this flesh from immortality into mortality. When they came into this flesh, there were certain characteristics of that individual that was locked into that flesh. So that's why a lot of people act the way they act. But nonetheless, besides that, you think as a child, you act as a child. But when you grow up, you put away them childish things. So, is there really an excuse? No. I have no excuse to behaving like an animal. We're civilized. We're not animals. Act like it. Act like you're civilized. Stop acting like an animal. You're supposed to be above that. You're better than that, whether you want to believe it or not. This is not going to be long. I'm going to end this shortly because I got things to do. Prepare for the future. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy my moments, but I'm always thinking ahead. Life is not checkers, it's chess. The more moves you think ahead, the better off you'll be. I'm on some 100 moves ahead. Thus, everyone should be doing that as well. So, as I said, you should be thinking ahead. You need to surround yourself with people who are doing better than you, people who are on your level, and some people who may be a little bit below you, but they're striving to get up to where you are or past that. That's a good thing. That's healthy. Healthy relationships. Because if you're not surrounding yourself with those three levels of kind of people, where are you going in your life? You hang around with people where you guys are sharing shirts and shit, you sharing clothes, sharing jewelry. That's lame. People that really acting like they got it like that really don't got it like that. A lot of these people out as celebrities you see, they running around with jewelry and people are idolizing them like there's to something to be idolized because of their jewelry and because of their fancy clothes and cars and things like that. A lot of them don't even really got it like that. They're just fronting for the camera. But nonetheless, you still should have people who are striving to do something better than you. And you shouldn't be intimidated by someone that's doing better than you. If you're intimidated by someone that's doing better than you need to reevaluate your whole thought process because it doesn't make any sense. If there wasn't somebody doing better than you, how could someone help you to be able to come up? What, you just want to take from them? Or you plan on robbing them or something? You try that with the wrong person, your light's gonna get put out without a question. We need to think, people. We need to use our mind to its fullest capacity on a consistent basis to be able to navigate this earth realm and to get things done, be productive. I keep people around. I keep a small group of people around, but they some heavy hitters. Heavy hitters. It's not a game. This is not a game. And I'm not quoting DMX, but this is not a game. People take life as a game. It's not. You're supposed to take things serious. You take things serious now, and you be able to live comfortable down the road and enjoy yourself. I don't mind going through a little struggle for a year or two. So I know after that year or two, I can lounge and lamp for the next 30 years comfortably. And then you got to be able to balance things out. You got to know, who to go to, when to go to them. You got to have some kind of direction for your life. You can't just be out here willy nilly. Like, oh, I'll figure it out later on. I'm young. Excuses, excuses. There's young people are doing better than a lot of older people right now. It's because they have ideas and plans that they put in place to be able to set themselves up to be there. Or, some people, you got some rare people who, they got rich parents. Not all of us have that privilege to have parents that are wealthy and to keep us and put us in a good spot. So that means we need to use our minds more than those people. Because even being a rich kid, you could be handicapped. What if all of a sudden the parents lose all their riches? That kid's fresh out of luck, especially if he or she didn't learn anything. Once again, back to that mind, learning, thinking ahead, using your head. Don't go there now. Not in that way. Get your head out the gutter. But nonetheless, we need to use that thing that the Most High gave us to be able to live our life in abundance. There should be no reason why people are not living abundantly. I recommend everyone get a numerology report. Now, you can get a free report online. There are a lot of free spots where you can get a free one, something basic. But if you want a full, complete numerology report and chart, let me know. The email's in the description. People need direction. We're not animals that roam around here just procreating. We're supposed to have a plan. We're supposed to be in a comfortable place to accomplish these things. All right, YouTube, I'm off this. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that way you won't miss out on a lot of information I'm dropping over the next 12 months. I got a lot of stuff out here for y'all. Y'all gonna love it. Peace, YouTube.